So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
already palpable.
Manchester United against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch.
And Messi! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Messi. Makaleli. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Raul. And he plays one through. Van Dijk. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Makaleli. Del Piero. Now there's a fine ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rijkaard. And it's Makaleli. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough strike! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first... And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. He rises! Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Caught offside that time. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Amrabat gets a foot in here. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Can he finish? And he hits the net. Manchester United are back on level terms. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal...
Tries a shot! Marvellous goal! Simplicity itself.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by...
And he's had a hit! And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. It's a threatening ball. Very nicely done. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And And they're at it again in double quick time. His position would... And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Looking for options for movement. And this is Bale. Now it's Beckham. Beckham with climbs up big. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Makaleli. No way through. Looking to play him in. Bale. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pele. Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Del Piero! It's hit the upright. Amrabat with the clearance. Rijkaard. Now it's Del Piero! And he has kept it out somehow.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pele. It's a good spell of possession, this. João Palhinha. Now it's Raul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Makaleli. Oh, well measured. They're urging him to shoot. Great challenge, time to perfection. Del Piero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
They've done it!
Substitution for Manchester United, number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see...
And the shot! Off the post! Greenwood. Chiellini cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, well measured. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great vision. And this is Batistuta! And Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham to take it as usual.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gets through. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Succumbs to the pressure. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a shade optimistic. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Barcelona finding their passes. That is lovely. Lampard! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Look at the tries a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
AZ have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Real chance! They've scored! A goal at a really telling moment. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution on the field.
Barcelona are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Coming on the field is...
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Luis Suarez. Pelé. Rummenigge! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lampard, a player of legendary status. This looks promising. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he get on the end of this? Great ball, and he's in here. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's really nicely played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stopped.
It's Luis Suarez! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. He rises! and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's beautifully weighted. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. He'd be disappointed with that. AZ really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Is number 7, Figo. Substitution in progress.
Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. And it's Del Piero. And he's intervened well there. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, they could be caught out here. Knocks it into space. Nicely weighted ball. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And time is up. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Borussia Dortmund against
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Barcelona finding their passes. Schneider threads one in, and he was quick to react. Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Back into the middle. Rijkaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Forlan. And that could set him on his way. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really...
Lampard! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is... It's Christian! Oh, it's come off the upright. He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Zico duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Seedorf, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. It's gone out for a throw-in. Lampard, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's clever. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose. Schneider! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Schneider probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Rijkaard. Triol. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Forlan. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's Zico. Zico driving forwards. Rummenigge. And they can counter here. He's found a way through. He has a look up. Decent! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Hello everybody, and please
The
join
midway
me in
point of the
wishing a
game.
happy
Oh, what a
wedding
half.
anniversary
It's
for
been
one of our fan
pulsating
club
and
members.
totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shot at goal! Schneider, now it's Forlan. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zico! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Costa Curta. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? 60 minutes played. Well, they've got it again. Rummenigge. That is good strength. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great chance! And it's Del Piero. Rummenigge. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he shoots! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21.
So all square and not for the first time.
Number 13.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Number 11.
Pelé, he's shifting through the gears here.
Andy Cole.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just gonna...
Shapes to shoot!
Beckham.
And they've got rid.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Cole
2 added minutes has been
looking for the run. He can run onto that. It's Zico! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter, too quick.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
We come to you now with a quick request for support.
Any reflections
for
on what
our
you've seen,
World
Jim?
Charity Fund.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a great...
Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Brahim Diaz. He's tried one! Loose ball now, and there's a check. Struck first time! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And it's Scholes. Now it's Mbappe. Has a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe, just eases him off the ball. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He won't be happy with that one. Cafu. Makaleli. That's a little off target. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Nedved. That's a good ball out wide. Brahim Diaz. Lampard. Seedorf. Lampard. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. And Seedorf! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Barcelona have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Brahim Diaz. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's in a good position here. Messi. Now it's Torres. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Torres. And Torres! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There will be 1 minute.
Keeper's dealt with that. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Barcelona ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So the first half brought no goals. He's having a go! They've got to be quick to recover this. Barcelona have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. And it's Lampard. Nice sequence of passes this. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Probing pass. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! And he hits the net. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
In by Lampard.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fernando Torres. And he's there to get it away. Looking tidy in possession here. And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in here. Nedved clears. Brahim Diaz is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, well measured. There's no flag. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Triol. Defending was strong and firm.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Mbappe. He can run onto that. So Judge, surely! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight! And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves.